did I leave New York City and move all the way to Bangkok, Thailand? Because from the outside, it might look sudden. And honestly, it kind of was. I came up with this idea about a month before leaving. So no, I'm not going to sit here and pretend I had the perfect plan, a huge emergency fund, and every single detail figured out. I didn't. But I knew something had to change. New York is not just some random city to me. I was born and raised here. I grew up in the Bronx until I was 17. Then I lived in Brooklyn for years. Then I moved back to the Bronx for a while because honestly, the Bronx always had my heart. And after that, I ended up in Harlem. So when I say I'm leaving New York, I'm not talking about leaving a place I barely know. I'm talking about leaving home. New York shaped me. It made me strong. It made me independent. It taught me how to hustle, how to survive, how to figure things out even when life is chaotic. But survival can become exhausting when it becomes your whole identity. At some point, I had to ask myself, am I actually living? Or am I just working, paying bills, recovering from stress, and repeating the same cycle over and over again? New York is beautiful, but it is stressful. The cost of living is high, rent is high, food is high, everything feels expensive. And it started to feel like no matter how hard I worked, I was still just keeping up. I have a strong work ethic. I know how to work. I know how to push through. I know how to make things happen. But working all the time just to survive is not the same thing as building a life. It starts to affect your health. It affects your body. It affects your mind. It affects your spirit. And I could feel that happening to me. I gained weight. My routine was off. My health wasn't where I wanted it to be. I was tired. I was overwhelmed. And emotionally, I knew I needed a reset. I didn't want my whole life to be about bills, stress, and trying to keep my head above water. I wanted peace.